The Blue Star Service Flag began in World War I as an unofficial symbol that a child was serving in the military. During World War II, it was officially adopted by the Department of Defense to indicate that an immediate family member is serving in the armed forces during a period of war or hostilities in which the United States is involved. To this day, it can be seen proudly displayed by family members of those currently serving in our military. The service flag contains a blue star, which represents hope and pride. The red border signifies the blood given by so many of our warriors in defense of our freedom, our country, and human dignity both at home and on foreign soil. The field of white stands for the purity of spirit and the price of peace that only a warrior can truly know. A silver star service flag is often presented to the family of a warrior who has been injured during combat duty.
When a warrior gives his or her last full measure of devotion in the defense of this nation, the star on his or her blue star service flag is covered with a gold star. The gold star represents courage and the supreme sacrifice given to the cause of liberty and freedom. The family of a fallen service member will often place this gold star flag in the front window of their home as a sign of honor and remembrance.
Another symbol of service is the Blue Star Service lapel pin, a replica of the service flag. It identifies the immediate family members of those serving in our armed forces during these times of official conflict.
There are also symbols that identify the family of a fallen hero. These symbols of sacrifice are the Gold Star lapel pin and the next of kin pin. The Gold Star lapel pin is issued by the Department of Defense to families whose loved ones died in combat theater. At the conclusion of World War II, Congress established the Gold Star lapel pin to provide an appropriate means to identify widows and widowers, children, parents, brothers and sisters of members of the armed forces of the United States who lost their lives in the defense of democracy and freedom during World Wars I and II, and any subsequent armed hostilities in which the United States became engaged. The Gold Star lapel pin's unique design incorporates the symbols that include the family's loss. The laurel wreath border signifies valor. The purple field signifies the family's grief or mourning. The gold star has been used since World War I to signify died in combat theater. The next of kin pin is also issued by the Department of Defense to families of those service members who died from a non-combat injury.
Today is the Tribute to the Troops motorcycle ride. It's an atmosphere of respect and honor and humility. Glad you're here, man. How's it going? Respect for someone who has paid the ultimate price so that we can live the life that we enjoy. Like me. It's not political. There's no pro-war, no anti-war. It doesn't matter about your socioeconomic background, your race, or your religion. Just you lost your hero, and we're trying to show that somebody cares. But now I see.
Yesterday we visited the Drevnik family in Woodbury, and they turned out a whole bunch of friends and relatives to see us, and they had, the neighborhood was out there. And their son they were just lost their son in July, and it was very emotional for them, very powerful, and it was a very powerful visit for us also. Those kind of memories, they'll just never fade.
Private First Class Matthew G. Milzart, Kettle River.
Daniel J. Otto, New Prague.
Specialist
First
William
Class
J.
Matthew Young.
Soldier Thomas
John
Burnett.
C. Yanni.
Staff Sergeant Andrew P. Nelson, Moorhead.
We're here for one reason today, to tell you that while we can't put ourselves in your shoes and know exactly how you feel, but we completely and absolutely want you to know that there's a contingent of people in this world that respect your son, is proud of his sacrifice to our nation. We consider him a hero beyond all heroes, and we want you to know he is not forgotten, and that we love you very, very much.
Oh, thank you so much.
We have some things we'd like to present to you. Thank you. He was a handsome man, wasn't he?
to have people and organization remember the sacrifice that was made is huge in their healing process. We know what it meant to us, and it was life-changing.
Tad was a hero beyond all heroes. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Barb and the Herbis family.
It was an honor to have Tribute to the Troops come to visit us, but I believe it's even more of an honor for us now to go visit other families. If it gives just that much comfort to another family, I mean, that's what it's all about.
Thank you so much.
This is the greatest thing I've ever been involved in, and I'm proud and honored to be a part of it.
Tribute to the Troops is doing incredible work, incredible job, but there's a lot of work left to be done.
We really need the support, volunteers of sponsors, people being a part of the organization, and financially going forward.
The men and women who made the ultimate sacrifice for our country will never be forgotten. Join with us to make sure that we continue to honor their memory and that their families will always know that they will never be forgotten.
To the streets to honor Gold Star families. ABC Action News reporter JJ Burton shows us how an organization that started in the Midwest is making an impact right here in the Bay Area.
Well, I've been riding a motorcycle my whole life.
And this is Rocky Lynn. He started the Tribute to the Troops 17 years ago in Minnesota.
But this is the only ride that I've been on that has an exact purpose and destination.
They have 3 destinations today, all of them honoring families of fallen heroes. We were out here for the plaque presentation for Sergeant Julian Dexter Harris.
It's 5 years and people are still the outpour of love. It's just, it's amazing. And like I said, to be in a club that no one wants to be a part of and to have this is just remarkable.
And this is his mother, little sister, and adopted brother. And for his mother, Lisa McKitty, and his sister Jade, the ceremony was beautiful, filled with love, tears, and laughter.
It's surreal. It's like you're experiencing, everyone celebrating and saying his name.
It was good to get to learn more about him.
And Jade says her big brother was a great big brother.
He helped me through all my tough times. He had good things to say about me. He bought me almost everything.
Harris didn't die in the line of duty, and that's what's special about this organization. They honor all heroes, those who died in battle and those who didn't.
And we represent and support and love those families exactly the same. It makes you feel good about our country.
And a lot of the people out here riding today aren't active duty or retired, and they're here because they want to show their appreciation, like Mike Sheets. He's the president of the Florida chapter of Tribute to the Troops.
But it's my way of giving back. We thank the people who fought for our freedom and know that it means a lot to us to make sure that we give something back and honor those folks.
In Tampa, JJ Burton, ABC.
Homeland. And today in Largo, one family was honored for the ultimate sacrifice their daughter made while serving our country. Lieutenant Rhiannon Ross, a pilot for the U.S. Navy, lost her life during a training accident in 2020. Today, a group called Tribute to the Troops honored Ross and her family with a motorcade and a salute to her service.
You're never ready for it.
You're never ready for it, and it just leaves a giant hole in your life and your heart.
Navy Lieutenant Rhiannon Ross's parents still remember the day officers arrived on their street wearing their dress uniforms.
When I saw them pull up, I knew right away why they were there, and I just kept saying to myself, please God, just tell us she's hurt, just tell us she's hurt. But that wasn't the case. That was the day that our world turned upside down.
Ross's parents were encouraged by another Gold Star family to participate in Sunday's Tribute to the Troops motorcade. And they say these events aren't just beneficial for the families whose loved ones have given their lives for our country, but they're also a good way to thank the service members who are still with us.
Just a lot of love and a lot of healing and a lot of support for not only military families, but veterans when they attend these events.
They don't look for your thanks, but they really appreciate it when you tell them that you appreciate their service. And some of them end up giving their lives for your liberty.
Tribute to the Troops is a nonprofit organization that has chapters in 5 different states dedicated to conveying their thanks to the families of lost service members and letting them know that their loss and the sacrifice made by their loved one won't be forgotten.